center, in addition to having the large room, there's going to be a place that we call the store. And what we found was over the last couple of years, people were able to come up with quantities of items, like by the hundreds, but not by the multiple hundreds. So if someone said, well, I can get 100 watches, it could be of value to be able to do that. One of the things that I was often asked about is music. Many of the people that are homeless enjoy music. And so to be able to, for instance, to come up with a way to get 100 of those little crank radios, it could be very valuable for us to have 100 of those crank radios. Something that we're trying to do in large quantity are the shoes. As I mentioned earlier, we want to have 1,000. Sneakers only or work boots. Sneakers or work boots, multiple sizes available. Now the idea of that is that we can bring those into that store, and as they are doing the exit interview, and we do an exit interview with each of the individuals that are there, because we want to make sure that we've given them all the help they can get. And so it's possible, and it happened in multiple years, where someone went in, got several things done, but on their way out realized, no, I really didn't get done the thing I came for. And so we catch them on the way out and find out, is there anything else you need? And in that conversation, we stop and say, by the way, have you been to the store yet? And of course they say, no, what's the store? And we bring them, usher them to this room where there will just be a plethora of items. So, things that would be valuable. And remember, they've got backpacks to be able to carry things. But also, as they've gone around to the service providers, they have provided things like sunglasses, armbands, things to help them with their blood pressure. But additionally, we want to have a store where we have some practical items for them, like sneakers, boots, radios, handheld radios, particularly crank radios, flashlights. Think about things that you would use if you were camping. Many of the people that we're trying to help are in what we call a chronic homeless state. That means they've been homeless for a little while and then stayed homeless for an extended period of time. Because of that, they're looking for and need particular things that you would use on a camping trip. Now again, our goal is to get them out of that homeless state altogether. But as we are doing that, as we walk through that, we need to help them with the need that they have at that moment, which might be ponchos. Light ponchos would be another excellent thing. And so we want to collect those. In your world, in your circles, we want you to go to the local stores. We want you to go to local agencies and look for items in 100 quantities, valuable items in 100 quantities that we can put inside this store and make available for people in need. Some have asked, what about money? Do you need money to do this? We spend about $15,000 to $18,000 each year to do the event. So if you're carrying cash on you right now, we want to encourage you. You can write a check to the United Way and ask them to put Project Homeless Connected line item. We're about $3,000 or $4,000 away from our goal. So we've raised most of the money already. But we're trying to be mindful that when people come in, there are extensive needs, and we want to be able to meet those needs, whatever it takes.
And then finally, this year, something that we're also going to do is to provide some follow-up information for all of the volunteers, because we recognize that you wouldn't be down there serving if you didn't have a heart in some way to want to really help the homeless. So rather than just be a one-day event where you get to serve, we'll provide information so that if after Homeless Connect you're still interested in helping in some way, there'll be other avenues that you can pursue so that you can continue to help in the homeless community. So again, I want to thank all of you who are willing to volunteer. It's wonderful. We have lots of new faces this year and lots of returnees who have come back year after year, the past 3 years. So we're excited about what's going to be happening, and we're into September, so I'm excited. Yay. So thank you.
As you leave, the last hero that I would mention is a personal friend. He has changed my life radically. There are a few things that he's done. First of all, he cares for others. Secondly, he heals. Next, he is absolutely authentic. He loves, and he is truly connected. We want to be those things for the people that we engage with. Are there questions that we can answer?
Are we hooked up by talents, or we just what our strengths are, or do we just?
Very good. The question was, are we hooked up by talents or by particular strengths? Additionally, what we determined to do was to have us each work individually, however, with people, as advocates, directly with them. However, we do have a small team of people that are what we call triage, and they are working uniquely to help people. Some of you will get pulled out to be triage people. which means that you'll be with a special squad of people designed not to work with individuals, but to take care of larger issue problems that come up. Someone explains the situation to you, and no one seems to be able to figure out how to fix that problem, then we have a small squad of people that are traveling around throughout the day, uniquely to take care of those problems. We're good? Okay, other questions you can ask, you can call us at, just want to say it out loud, 413-539-8406. And Chris will be glad to help you with those needs and concerns. Ciao. God bless you. Thank you.